It is Wednesday, February 7th, 2024. This is your evening edition of Top Stories. I am Dana Malcolm. Rashid Esson is here with me. We have the news that matters most.
There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such a wholesome variety of your favorite fresh foods. There is simply nowhere else in the Turks and Caicos Islands that you can find such outstanding service. And there is simply nowhere else in the TCI to answer your every food craving in a chic, comfortable, centrally located store. That's a place you can trust. Number one is Graceway IGA. Fresh, service, trust for over 20 years.
Police are cautioning residents to be extra careful of who they accept rides from. In a 1 p.m. press release earlier today, Acting Superintendent Grantley Williams said within the past week, the police had received 2 reports of incidents where women were assaulted after catching what they believed to be jitneys. The females in both incidents received injuries either from the assailant, who diverted from their stated destination, or from jumping out of the moving vehicle. One of the women was assaulted by a man driving a small blue car operating in the Blue Hills Providenciales district. Anyone with information is asked to come forward, call Crime Stop or 911. Another Providenciales house fire is being reported, this one happening yesterday evening. No estimation of damage has come yet from the police, but the Provo Fire Service was seen responding to the blaze. The Turks and Caicos' third supplementary appropriations bill for this financial year will reduce spending for the country by $1 million. That is according to E.J. Saunders, Deputy Premier and Finance Minister. But the government will be shuffling funds to make room for certain other expenses, including land purchases, and to settle an ongoing claim against the government. That will cost $9.5 million. Another $7 million will be spent as seed funding for a mortgage cooperation. $300,000 will be spent to roll out e-government, and $800,000 for miscellaneous adjustments for other supplies, materials, and equipment for the governor's office, as well as Civil Servants Week. The budget was increased in previous supplementaries to $443 million. Magnetic Media is your news leader, and you can find us on YouTube. Check us out at MMTV Caribbean. Still to come, Rashid Esson. He has news from around the region. All business owners in Provo are being invited to participate in QuickBooks Training for beginners. All roads lead to Blue Haven Resort on February 6th. Learn how to add customers and vendors, customize invoices, handle credit memos, refunds and sale receipts, and more. Facilitator is Pashina Williams. QuickBooks for MSMEs, courtesy of the Business Support Unit of Invest TCI. It's free. Register through their QR code or online. Intermediate classes coming in March.
It's now time for your regional top stories. I'm Rashid Esson. I want Ariel to stand in front of my bullets so they go through him, were the words of Joseph John Baptiste, the commander of some protesters demonstrating in Haiti for the removal of Prime Minister Ariel Henry, as reported by AP News. Reports inform that dozens of protesters recently gathered in front of the Prime Minister's office, after which they were tear-gassed by the police. Major cities shut down and schools, banks, and government agencies closed in response to the demonstrators who are acting on their recognition of Article 20 of the Agreement of December 21st, which says the interim period must end on February 7th, 2024. Today, February 7th, is Grenada's 50th anniversary of independence under the theme One People, One Journey, One Future. Before Grenadians take part in Independence Day celebrations, they participate in National Colors Day, the day before independence, where nationals come out wearing the colors on the country's flag, red, green, and yellow. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, in a release from the U.S. Department of State, wished Grenada a happy Independence Day. He also recognized the country's hard work towards independence, saying, quote, Grenada has worked hard to achieve its current position as a secure, democratic stalwart upon which other countries in the region and the United States can depend. For the news that matters most, we've got it here.
Turks and Caicos residents were promised a new commissioner of police for February 2024, and they want him now. Over the past weekend, comments could be found on the social media pages of the governor, premier, and police querying where the new head of the police force was, as the country reeled from the shock of 2 double murders. Edwin Martin, incoming commissioner, was confirmed to take up his tenure this month, but so far no sign has come of the top cop. When Magnetic Media asked about his date of arrival in January, we were told, as announced by the governor, the incoming commissioner, Mr. Edwin Martin, will take up his post at the beginning of February 2024. That is it for this edition of the news. I am Dana Malcolm. Rashid Ehsan was here with me on behalf of us and the entire news team. Thank you for joining us. Top Stories in 5 is a Magnetic Media production.